Hi love and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Today I want to talk about something that's been sitting with me, and it's the idea of it's okay to be ordinary. I don't think we hear that enough. In fact, I think a lot of us grew up hearing the complete opposite. We're told to stand out, find our thing, be special, leave our mark. And somewhere along the lines, being ordinary started to feel like failing. Today, we're talking about something quiet, something simple, something most of the world tries very hard to avoid: ordinary. We live in a time that celebrates extremes: extraordinary success, exceptional talent, viral moments, perfect lives, carefully edited and endlessly compared. Somewhere along the way, ordinary became an insult, a thing to escape, a label to fear. But what if ordinary is not a failure? What if it's home? Most adults carry a quiet weight. I should be further along. I should be doing more. You may be doing everything right on the outside, while underneath there's a sense that life is passing you by. Most moments in life are not dramatic. They don't come with music or applause. They look like making coffee in the morning, sitting in traffic, folding laundry, working a job that doesn't define you, having quiet thoughts no one else hears. And yet, this is where your life lives, not in milestones, not in highlights, but in repetition. Ordinary is not empty, it's full, just not loud. There's a kind of spirituality in the ordinary, not the kind that demands belief, the kind that asks for presence. When you stop fighting reality, when you stop needing your life to look impressive, something loosens inside you. Peace doesn't come from becoming extraordinary. It comes from stopping the war with who you already are. Many of us were taught, directly or indirectly, that our worth depends on standing out. Be the best. Be exceptional. Don't be average. But average simply means human. Most humans will live quiet lives, and that is not a tragedy. That is the design. A tree doesn't feel ashamed because it isn't a mountain. A wave doesn't apologize for not being the ocean. You don't need to justify your existence with achievement. If you feel tired all the time, it might not be because you're doing too much. It might be because you're trying to be someone you're not. Ordinary doesn't demand performance. It doesn't ask you to be on display. It allows you to rest. Ask yourself gently, where in my life am I trying to impress instead of just simply live? Where am I chasing an image of success instead of listening to what actually feels sustainable? You don't need answers right now. Just notice. Awareness is enough. You don't need to fix anything yet. You don't need to change your life tonight. Simply noticing is already an act of kindness. Because comparison thrives in unconsciousness. It survives when we don't look at it directly. And when we do, it begins to lose its power. Comparison doesn't always shout. Most of the time, it whispers. It sounds like, they're doing better than me. They figured it out. I should be further along by now. It happens while scrolling, while listening to someone else's success story, while watching people your age move through milestones. And slowly, subtly, comparison turns life into a race you never agreed to run. The strange thing is, comparison rarely motivates for long. At first, it might push you, but over time, it exhausts you. Because no matter how much you do, there is always someone ahead, always someone louder, always someone more visible. Comparison has no finish line. One of the most painful beliefs adults carry is the idea that we are behind. Behind in career, behind in love, behind in purpose, behind in life. But behind what exactly? There is no universal timeline, no master schedule, no correct order. The idea of falling behind assumes everyone is running the same race. They are not. Real lives are uneven. They include rest periods, detours, quiet years, starting over, pauses that look like stagnation from the outside. But nothing in nature grows continuously upward. There are seasons of stillness, and they are not failures. Sometimes what looks like falling behind is actually life asking you to slow down so you don't abandon yourself. Spiritually speaking, not religiously, just humanly, growth is not always visible. You can become wiser without becoming more impressive. You can be healing without anything changing externally. You can be exactly where you need to be and still feel unsure. Uncertainty is not a sign you're late. It's a sign you're alive. When you compare, something subtle happens. You stop listening inward and start measuring outward. You begin to ask, what should I want? Instead of, what feels right for me? And slowly, your life stops feeling like yours. Ordinary living asks a different question. What can I sustain? What allows me to breathe? What lets me sleep at night without dread? These questions don't lead to flashy answers, but they lead to peace. If this video resonated with you, leave a heart in the comments. It lets me know that you are here and that the ordinary moments matter. Thank you for joining me today.